Representative Mike McLane.
To the bill.
To the bill.
Colleagues, I am grateful that my friend, the representative from Beaverton, was able to stand up and articulate on behalf of suburban and urban districts why the land use system should be curtailed, and that our statewide land use system in the many appeals should be shortened. As he said, and I can't quote him, of course, and he'll have an opportunity to close, but I believe he put it that we have a lot of money at risk, a lot of funding, federal funding. And I don't want to put that at risk. But I do want to stand up and say that I represent a district that has asked this legislature every session I've been here, and this is my fourth long session. Every session we have asked for grace. We've asked for grace from urban legislators. Please give us grace in the land use system. And we were never given that. You know, there's an old saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. House Bill 2893, for an example, a bill that we asked for, Representative Bueller took the point on it, was a soils bill where basically east of Bend, where it's some of the least quality soil in the entire state, yet zoned EFU. And we said, look, if we expand the UGB, we'll just do it on soil that nobody would agree is fertile. And the answer was no. I have introduced bills and asked for, could we just cut down on some of the appeal process and the time? Could we shorten the time frame in which we have appeals for industrial land siting in my rural district? And the answer was no. We have lost a way of life in rural Oregon. We have a hard time keeping our kids home after they graduate from college because of a lack of jobs. And how many times I've stood on this floor and asked for grace from urban legislator, and the answer is no. But then you need grace from the land use system so that you can have federal funding for a max line, and the answer is yes. Well, you know what? I don't want to deprive you, but I cannot vote yes when I have stood here session after session after session making a plea on behalf of Central Oregon and Southern Oregon and rural Oregon to just say, give us a little grace from a land use system that works for you but is not working for us. And the answer has always been no. My no vote today is not because my friend has stood upon this floor and asked for grace for his district or West Side or anything. It's not that. It's because I find it a bit hard to stomach living in a state where the rural interests continue to hear the word no. But when you need it, it's a yes. And that's a bit frustrating, to say the least, for a land use system run by a privileged few, lorded over the rural poor, all in the name of a utopia you can't describe, you can't tell when we get there, but by God, you know that we're along for the ride. But when our children don't get the opportunities that your children do, then you can't judge me for standing on the floor of the House and offering an argument on behalf of my district. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Representative.